Are you over 60 and still dealing with that nagging sciatic pain? That burning, tingling sensation that shoots down your leg, making it hard to even stand up straight? Let me tell you, you're not alone. Many people over 60 think sciatica is just a normal part of aging. They spend their days stretching their hamstrings, hoping for some relief. But let me ask you, are those stretches really getting to the root of the problem, or are they just masking the pain? The truth is, most leg stretches just address the symptoms of sciatica, not the cause. They might give you temporary relief, but the pain keeps coming back, doesn't it? That's because you need to address the source of the problem, which often lies in your spine. In this video, I'm going to show you 3 powerful exercises that target the real culprit behind your sciatic pain. We're going to focus on decompressing your spine, creating space for those irritated nerves, and strengthening the muscles that support your back. So stay tuned, because these exercises could be the key to finally getting rid of that sciatica for good. Sciatica isn't just about your legs, it's about your spine, specifically your lower back. You see, between each of your vertebrae, those bony building blocks of your spine, are these little cushions called discs. Now, these discs are amazing shock absorbers. But as we age, they can lose their hydration and become a bit compressed. This compression can put pressure on the sciatic nerve, which runs from your lower back all the way down your leg. That pressure is what causes that familiar pain, tingling, and numbness. So, how do we relieve that pressure? By creating space in your spine. And one of the most effective ways to do that is with a gentle technique I call the zero gravity hang. This simple exercise uses gravity to your advantage, gently decompressing your spine and taking pressure off those irritated nerves. In the next section, I'll show you exactly how to do it. To perform the zero gravity hang, you'll need a sturdy chair or the edge of a couch. Lie on your back with your feet elevated on the chair, so your knees are bent at a 90-degree angle and your hips are higher than your knees. This position forms a sort of Z shape with your body, hence the name zero gravity. Now relax your legs completely, letting them rest on the chair. Feel your spine gently lengthen and your lower back flatten towards the floor. Close your eyes and take a few deep breaths, inhaling deeply through your nose and exhaling slowly through your mouth. As you breathe, imagine your spine lengthening with each inhale and relaxing deeper into the floor with each exhale. Hold this position for 5 to 20 minutes, focusing on your breath and allowing your body to relax. You should feel a gentle release in your lower back, and possibly even a decrease in sciatic pain. You might be wondering how simply lying in this position can make such a difference. Well, the zero gravity hang works by using gravity to gently stretch your spine. This stretch helps to create space between your vertebrae, taking pressure off those compressed discs and the sciatic nerve. Think of it like this. Imagine a sponge that's been squeezed tight. When you release the pressure, the sponge naturally expands back to its original shape, right? The zero gravity hang does something similar for your spine. It allows those compressed discs to rehydrate and regain their natural shape, relieving pressure on the nerves and reducing pain. This gentle decompression can also improve circulation to the area, bringing in healing nutrients and oxygen to support your spine's natural repair processes. Remember, consistency is key when it comes to relieving sciatica. Aim to do the zero gravity hang once or twice a day, especially if you're experiencing a flare-up. Now, it's important to listen to your body. If you feel any sharp pain during the exercise, stop and adjust your position. You should feel a gentle stretch, but not pain. As your sciatica improves, you can gradually increase the amount of time you hold the stretch. And if you find that lying on the floor is uncomfortable, try using a pillow under your knees for additional support. The zero gravity hang is a safe and effective way to decompress your spine and relieve sciatica, but it's just one piece of the puzzle. In the next chapter, we'll address another crucial aspect of sciatica relief: mobilizing your spine to restore proper movement and reduce nerve impingement. Now that we've addressed spinal decompression with the zero gravity hang, let's move on to another crucial aspect of sciatica relief: spinal mobility. You see, many people focus solely on stretching their hamstrings for sciatica, but often overlook the importance of mobilizing the spine itself. Just like any other joint in your body, your spine needs movement to stay healthy. But as we age, we tend to become less active, and our spines can become stiff and inflexible. This lack of mobility can exacerbate sciatica by putting additional pressure on the nerves in your lower back. That's where the seated lumbar flexion stretch comes in. This simple yet effective exercise helps to gently mobilize your lower back, restoring movement and reducing nerve impingement. It's a fantastic way to maintain the spinal decompression you achieved with the zero-gravity hang. To perform the seated lumbar flexion stretch, start by sitting on the edge of a chair with your feet flat on the floor, about shoulder width apart. Make sure your posture is upright, but avoid any tension in your shoulders. Now slide your hands down your thighs towards your knees, allowing your back to naturally round forward. As you bend forward, focus on initiating the movement from your lower back, not your upper back or neck. You should feel a gentle stretch in your lower back. Hold this stretch for 5 seconds, breathing deeply throughout. Then slowly return to the starting position, bringing your spine back to an upright position. Repeat this movement 10 times, focusing on smooth, controlled movements. Remember, this is a gentle mobilization exercise, not a forceful stretch. You might notice that as you perform the seated lumbar flexion stretch, your sciatic pain might initially intensify or centralize. This is actually a good sign. It means the exercise is working to bring the pain back to its source, your spine. Think of it like this. Imagine a kink in a hose. The kink restricts the water flow, right? Similarly, when a nerve is compressed in your spine, it can cause pain that radiates down your leg. The seated lumbar flexion stretch helps to unkink that nerve by mobilizing your spine and creating space for the nerve to move freely. As you continue to do this exercise, you'll likely notice that the pain gradually decreases and becomes less intense. This means the nerve is becoming less irritated and your body is on its way to healing. Just like with any exercise, it's crucial to listen to your body and stop if you feel any sharp pain. The seated lumbar flexion stretch should create a gentle stretch in your lower back, but it should never be painful. If you find that sitting on a chair is uncomfortable, you can modify this exercise by performing it standing up. Simply stand with your feet shoulder width apart and bend forward from your hips, keeping your back straight. Remember, consistency is key when it comes to improving spinal mobility and relieving sciatica. Aim to perform the seated lumbar flexion stretch once or twice a day, especially after periods of prolonged sitting. By combining this exercise with the zero-gravity hang, you'll be well on your way to decompressing your spine, mobilizing your lower back, and reducing that nagging sciatic pain. But there's one more crucial piece of the puzzle we need to address: strengthening the muscles that support your spine. Now that we've decompressed those nerves and started to centralize the pain, it's time to stabilize your spine. This is where the pelvic tilt crunch comes in. This exercise isn't about building a six-pack. It's about strengthening those deep core muscles that act like an internal brace for your lower back. Think of your core like the foundation of a house. If the foundation is weak, the whole structure is compromised. The same goes for your spine. A strong core means a stable spine, and a stable spine means less sciatica pain. So many people try to power through crunches with their neck or back. That's a recipe for more pain, not relief. We're going to focus on engaging those deep abdominal muscles to protect your back and build real, lasting stability. Remember, quality over quantity always wins. Let's break down the pelvic tilt crunch. First, lie on your back with your knees bent and feet flat on the floor. Now imagine you're wearing a belt and you want to pull your belly button towards your spine, like you're tightening the belt. That's the pelvic tilt. This movement flattens your lower back against the floor and activates those deep core muscles. It should feel subtle, not strained. You're not trying to create a big arch in your back, just a gentle flattening. Hold that pelvic tilt as you exhale and slowly lift your shoulder blades off the floor. It's important to keep your neck relaxed and avoid pulling on your head. Imagine you're holding a grapefruit under your chin. That's the space you want to maintain. This movement should be driven entirely by your core, not your neck or back. As you lift your shoulder blades, focus on that contraction in your lower abdomen. You're aiming for a controlled, smooth movement, not a jerky crunch. Hold briefly at the top, feeling those core muscles working, then slowly lower back down, maintaining the pelvic tilt throughout. Remember, this isn't about how high you can lift. It's about engaging the correct muscles. If you feel any strain in your neck or back, stop and readjust. You may need to modify the movement by lifting less or using your hands for support. Start with 2 sets of 15 repetitions, focusing on quality over quantity. As your core strengthens, you can gradually increase the number of sets or repetitions, but always prioritize proper form. This exercise is all about building that internal support for your spine, which is crucial for long-term sciatica relief. The pelvic tilt crunch might seem like a simple exercise, but don't underestimate its power. By strengthening your core, you're creating a stable foundation for your spine, which is essential for reducing sciatica pain and preventing future flare-ups. Remember, consistency is key. Make these exercises a regular part of your routine, and you'll start to notice a real difference in your sciatica symptoms. It's not about quick fixes. It's about building a strong, resilient body that can support you for years to come. Now that we've covered the 3 exercises, let's move on to the 3 common mistakes that could be sabotaging your sciatica recovery. There you have it. 3 powerful exercises and 3 common mistakes to avoid on your journey to lasting sciatica relief. Remember, you don't have to suffer with sciatica, even after 60. If you're ready to ditch sciatica for good, start these 3 exercises today and avoid those common pitfalls we discussed. Like this video if you found it helpful, subscribe to my channel for more tips on healthy aging, and comment below which exercise gave you the biggest relief. And don't forget to share this video with someone who needs real, lasting sciatica relief. They'll thank you for it.